Hello and welcome once again to the Small YouTuber Show. I'm your host, MrJohnny25, and on this show we are all about gaining our master's degree in all things YouTubery and also growing our channels in the right way. And if you are watching the replay, many thanks to you. I sincerely hope that the things that we talk about today really help you on your YouTube journey. Now, as always, I love saying hello to the wonderful people in my house. However, I do believe that the subject that we're talking about today may not be the most interesting of topics. It's a Friday, people are going out, people are doing stuff, so I don't know if we're going to have a lot of people in, but you know what? The content that we're going to be talking about today will be so helpful to you all on your journey. So thank you so much for those of you that are already here. And I can see Mrs. Morrison, thank you so much. Dawn Negative, Cheeto, is that a Cheetos crisp? I don't know. And Vizos Travel, welcome to the stream. Sandy and Bones, hi there, welcome as well. Havanotsia, hello, thank you so much for being in the house. Welcome to the show. Make sure you hit the like button and turn the red button grey. Wow, thank you so much. Family Travel and Excursion, thank you. Guys, if you would let me know if my sound, I've been doing some things with the sound. I hope that it is much better this time round. Obviously, it's still a work in progress, as I am still a new YouTuber, just like you guys. So if there is a few issues with the sound, I must apologize. OFW Love Duo, I have not said that name for such a long time. How have you been? I'm so glad to see your name. I hope you're doing well. Just guys, thank you so much for being here and hanging out with me on this lovely Friday morning, afternoon or evening, depending on where you are. Home of Courage Herb Remedy Clinic Mother. Is that Rosemary? Wow, what a lovely name. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for being here. Dawn Negative, please, 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 if you could, we're going to start this live on a high note, not on a bad one. So let's try and keep the chat nice and clean. The rules you'll see on the screen are very clear for us to see, but we want to have an enjoyable, wonderful live stream, guys. So please help me out here as we go through our topic. Now, I'm going to wait a few more moments. Obviously, if there's a few more people that might come in, I hope that they do, because obviously this is quite a good subject that we're going to be talking about. But I do fully understand that a subject like this is not the most interesting to people, especially when you can go to other live streams and, you know, you can gain bananas. You know, obviously, gaining bananas is one thing, but gaining knowledge about how to grow your channel is so much more important, and it will really help you in the long run. So if you're new to my channel, thank you so much for being here. The concept is we are, you know, we're a community, we're a family unit. We do our very best to help each other grow. We don't sub for sub here. What we do is we pay the love forward. So if you want to check out other people's content, by all means, please do. But if you can clearly see on there, there are certain words that we don't say, obviously because we don't support sub for sub. So if you would do that, that'd be great. I've got some amazing moderators in the house who've got eagle eyes, who will be protecting me. I also have stream elements that will time you out if you try to basically spam my chat. And obviously I want to do things the right way, but I want to do the right things for you, and I hope that you'll do the right things for me as well. Guys, as always, would you kindly please hit the like button as you come in, because it really, really helps me to grow. Now, as I said before, and you may have seen the title of the show. Now, it's quite funny. When I wrote it down, I was thinking to myself, I don't know how this is going to work, but the title of tonight's show is Copyright, How to Get It Right and Avoid Copyright Strikes. There was a slight ring to it. I thought I was being a little bit smart with the way in which I was sounding, but basically, I understand totally that this week has been quite heavy. If you've been in my live streams over the last week or so, we have been talking about some very, very quite deep discussions. We have. What's that? Love your channel, we learned while earning bananas. Yes, exactly. RCVHX22, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for being here. Guys, you guys support me. You guys are wonderful and you're amazing. And you help me. And I know that we are all growing together. That's the thing. Knowledge is power. And when you have that knowledge, you can then pass that on to other people. Now, I'm going to say from the very beginning, this show came into existence because I was listening to another live stream where they were talking about the subject, and I felt that a lot of the comments that were being made were based on opinions. Now, now don't get me wrong, and I really enjoy listening to other people's opinions, but I think that as a content creator myself, I felt it was ultimately important that if you are going to give facts, if you're going to tell people something, you need to tell them the facts. You need to be accurate with what you say, because if you don't say the right things, you could potentially send people in the wrong direction, and then they'll come back to you. So I thought what I'll do is we'll do a talk about copyright and how to get it right. So guys, as I said, it's not the easiest of subjects, but I'm really hoping that we will be able to grow together, learn a few things, and you will then be able to keep that knowledge and pass it on to other people. Obviously, if you already know this, then you're just supporting me. Thank you so much. But obviously, there are some, it's an important topic because people can really ruin their channels if they break the copyright rules. Exactly. I think your weekends are much better than ours. Oh, okay. So what I'm saying is, guys, is that, yes, it's very, very, it is an important topic, but it's potentially a boring topic. And I think that's the key issue, that you could go on to other channels and grow, but you won't learn anything. Well, I want you to learn. I want you to learn and grow. And obviously, it is vitally important that we do the right things. And as Havanoxia said, it is an important topic. And long term, yes, you could potentially seriously damage the reputation of your channel, or you could actually lose your channel. So we are now going to delve into history. Let me go into my learning page. So for a small second, for a little while now, the chat will go silent. Hello once again. I'm going to start off, guys, by saying this. Can you see that? Can you see what I've written there? Can you see my seriousness? Guys, I need to be very, very clear with you before I continue. This is my disclaimer. I am not an expert. All the information that I am going to be showing you today is purely and simply information that I have researched myself. I have only stuck with reputable sources for the information that I'm giving to you now. I will not give you my opinion, but obviously if it is opinion, I will tell you so. But most of the things that we are talking about here are facts, and they are pretty much concrete facts. They're not things that I've made up, or I'm saying exactly how it is. Oh, my sound is good. Faces Trouble, thank you so much, because I was so worried about my sound today. After what happened on Wednesday, I was very worried that my sound was be spoilt. So thank you so much. I really, really appreciate giving me the feedback there. Thank you so much. Right, okay, so as I said, I am not an expert, guys. So please don't sue me or shout me down if you think that I'm saying rubbish. It's not my words. I am the middleman passing on information to you to make things a little bit easier. So I'll start from the very, very beginning. But I want you to picture this scene. You've created the content. You've made the video. You've edited the video. You are now uploading the video. You put it to the world. You've seen a few comments. It seems like everything is going rosy, and then either the video gets taken down, or a few days later you receive an email, or you see in your analytics, or on your page, that you have a copyright against your name. Now, this talk, we are going to be talking about the whole package. I'm going to make it as basic as I can. Guys who have just come into the show, I really do appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. And I really do hope that you learn as with us all together. We are all here to grow, and I really do hope that the things I say help you. But we're just going to keep going. And in the second half of the show, I hope you get to hang out with me, because I'd like to get to know you better. We'll be showcasing new content as well. Right, so you know that I did, that you've seen it. If you may have experienced it yourself, that you have been in a situation where you've uploaded the video, it's perfectly fine, and then you see in your YouTube studio that one of your videos has a copyright, or actually it's actually a content ID claim, but you'll see that against you. And it's really frustrating. Yes, we are going to be talking about that today, and about the serious decisions that you will now have to make regarding your channel. So we're going to start, as I said, from the very, very beginning. So let me get rid of my ugly face there. And we are going to, as I said, we're going from the beginning. We're going to get a little bit of history first, because obviously I like to paint a picture so that you fully understand where we are right now. We are going back to England, so my country, where I live right now. We're going back to England in 1710 to find the very first copyright laws. And you can find them in the Statute of Queen Anne. So you can see there, Anne Regina was a queen of this country, and she was the first person to endorse copyright laws. Now, in their day, the basic concept was that an author of a piece of work was the owner of that piece of work, and he was given fixed terms of protection. Now, in those days, if you did write a book or you wrote something, you would actually have to physically deposit a copy of that book to a place. Actually, the place was called the Copyright Library, and it was registered at a place called Stationers' Hall. Now, I know this, you think, where am I going with this? But hear me out. Now, having copyright gave the owner exclusive rights to copy, distribute, and adapt his work or her work, and was protected by law. Now, that's pretty much the same what we have right now. So this came out, as you can see, over 300 years ago, and yet pretty much the basic concepts for copyright still exist right now. So copyright laws obviously have had to evolve. We're not just writing books, we're creating music, we're creating programs. There's lots of things now that come under copyright. But the same basic things apply. That if you have a copyright to something, only you have the right to adapt it, to copy it, or to distribute it. Now, as content creators, we need to know the law so that we don't make unnecessary mistakes. It's quite fair that, obviously, this is where I'm coming from. I know that it's a law that we see now, but you need to understand this is where it comes from. It's over 300 years old, and we are now still dealing with the same issues around ownership of property, or in many ways, intellectual property, but we'll get into that later on. So I'll get that off the screen for a second, because I want you now to keep this in mind. In fact, this is probably the most important thing that I'm going to say to you today. There are two very distinct copyrights in music, and I'm going to put them on the screen. The first relates to the artist or the band who is recording the song. And as you can see on there, the second set of copyrights relates to the lyrics or the melody. And this is called composition or publishing rights. Thank you so much, Alastrology. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for being here and hanging out with me. And guys, if you haven't already, would you please hit the thumbs up for me to help me with my growth of my channel. Now, the reason why I said to you this is the most important thing that you need to think about is because of the two sets of copyrights. Because obviously to you it's just one copyright, it's just one law. But actually, it doesn't just protect the sound recording, but it also protects the melody or the lyrics or the words. Now, why does that impact on us? Well, I'll explain. If I sing, hum, whistle, or play a song on an instrument, even if it's in an entirely original way, I am still potentially copyrighting myself because I'm playing either the melody or the words. So you may well have a video where someone in the background is whistling a melody of a song and you get a content ID claim. Now you might think to yourself, that's ludicrous, that's crazy, but we're going to get into that later on. But I just want you to get that into your mind, that music and by and large, most of us fall foul of music. Yes, there are some of us that will fall foul of playing recordings, but that's slightly different. We'll explain that later on in the talk. But most of us receive copyright claims because of the music that we use on videos. Now, if you focus on those 2 points there, it really starts to make you understand exactly why we fall foul of the copyright laws on YouTube. It's because a lot of the time it's set up there that there's 2 types. So, you know, my wife is a singer. She loves to sing. She was in the bathroom singing a song with no music, just her a cappella, and she still ended up getting an ID, a content ID claim based on the singing because she was saying the lyrics. And obviously, to you and I, it's like, but we're not playing the original song. We're a version of the song. But yes, it still falls under the copyright laws. And yes, YT, we're going to get to that later on. But thank you so much. Yes, YT do supply copyright-free music, and you can also get NCS, non-copyright music, on YouTube. Artists that basically want their name out there, so they basically release music so that you can see it, and obviously you'll be able to use their music as well. So anyway, let me carry on with the beautiful speech. Now I don't know for you, obviously I don't know the age group of my wonderful people here in the stream right now, but let me ask you a question. Yes, it does. Yes, sorry, I didn't. Do you know what? All I saw was it supplies. Yes, it does, and I will talk about that later. So hang around, and we will talk about that. Anyway, have you? As I said, I don't know how old most of you are, but for those of you old ones like me, there was a film that was made many years ago called Fight Club. Now, I don't know if you heard of it. Maybe you do. If you do, let me know in the chat if you've heard of the film. But it's an old film now. Obviously, I think of it as a film that I know, but obviously I'm old. But there was a famous phrase in the movie, and I think it was either Brad Pitt, or he was a star of the show, by the way, and he made this famous statement where he said that the first rule of Fight Club is that you don't talk about Fight Club. And it's funny, the reason why I'm mentioning that to you is because remember the first rule. Yes, exactly. So there are some old ones in the group. Thank you so much. There are some of the older ones here that remember. Hello, Murphy family. Welcome to the stream. Yes, there are some of you older ones that remember the film with Brad Pitt called Fight Club, and we all knew what the first rule was. Anyway, the reason why I brought that up was because when I was doing my research for copyright, I came across this. The first rule of copyright. And it just made me think straight away about Fight Club. I know you think to yourself, your brain works in mysterious ways. Yes, it does. But what I'm saying to you is this. And obviously you can see on the screen. But the first rule of copyright is that a creator should only upload videos that you yourself have made or that you are authorized to use. So that means that you shouldn't upload videos that you didn't make or use content in the video that someone else owns copyright to, such as music tracks, snippets of copyrighted programs, or videos that made by others without authorization. So there's a couple of words in there that we're going to bring up later on. AJ's, you look sharp. Thank you so much, AJ's Green Topics. I really appreciate you. Coin Collective Tyler, for some reason YouTube is not allowing me to stream. What do I do? Well, basically that's a subject we'll talk about later on, but it could well be that you're on a 90-day strike. But anyway, let me carry on with what I'm talking about right now. Anyway, so where was I? Yes, about the rules of the first rule of copyright. Now, snippets. Now, to you and I, and this is something that we're going to talk about later on, so I've already got it in my notes. There is certain rumors that people have said about, oh, you can use a certain amount of something and you're okay. Well, I'm going to shatter that myth for you later on. But obviously, using sections of music tracks, snippets of copyrighted programs or videos, you can't use them unless you have been given permission or by the owner. So basically, in the most basic of terms, if you make your own video and play your own music that you wrote and produced, you are on a winner, and you will never ever fall foul of copyright claims because it's your content. That is you. That's you. How they are? So YouTubers doing on songs and YouTubers doing view. Right. Okay. So what I said there, and we're going to get to this because literally you've asked the question that I'm about to talk about. The reality is that we love to add to our videos. We love to add relevant or popular songs to our music, to our videos. But the main thing is that if we don't have permission, then we're not allowed to use them. And that is quite clear. Anyway, because obviously everyone is jumping ahead of me, but don't worry, it's perfectly fine. Thank you so much for your information that you are putting in the stream. However, let me get to it. There is a ruling called fair use. Now, under this ruling, it allows you to reuse copyrighted protected material without permission. However, this is not decided by YouTube. Only a court can decide whether or not it is fair use. Now, in the UK, where I live, we don't call it fair use, we call it fair dealing. But in other countries, it's under different names. Now, the courts will decide as to whether you've added a new expression or a new meaning to the original work, or if you've basically copied the original. Now, in the UK, where I live, if you use content under this ruling, you can use it for such things like criticism, reviews, quotations, parody, and it might be considered fair dealing, but it's on a case-by-case ruling. It is all basically dependent on the courts. So obviously, each situation will be different, but you are able to use it if you are commenting on it. Now, you've seen videos like that. Someone will have a video and they will play a snippet of it and they'll comment on the, on the video, they'll comment on it. And they're allowed to do that under the fair use rule. However, if, and I'm gonna, hold on, let me get this right. So, actually, let me say something else before I go there. Now, you may well have seen in someone's description, this is fair use, or you've given credit to the owner. You've written in your, your description, this is not my work. This is the work owned by so and so. Or you've written something like no infringement intended. It doesn't matter. It still does not guarantee that you are protected under fair use, because fair use can only be decided in a court. Now, if you don't believe me, do your research and you will suddenly realize that I'm not making it up. Fair use is one of those things that can only be decided in a court. And it's quite a serious thing. Anyway, if you use all or even just a small part of a song, you could still receive a content ID claim or even a copyright strike. You've got to keep in mind that most claims, though, are eligible. Obviously, if you're a monetized channel, you are eligible for the revenue sharing. Obviously, if you're a monetized channel, because, but we're going to get into that later on. Hey, I'd love for you to come to my friends LS tonight at 11:45 CST to Travel and Tour. I've been to their channel. I have actually been. They're awesome, guys. Yeah, definitely check out their channel. Really, really good channel to check out. Anyway, so let me carry on. So obviously, if you're a monetized channel and you do something like what it says there, it doesn't suddenly mean you lose everything. You could be sharing the revenue, but it all depends on what happens to what the owner decides on, and we're going to get into that in a short moment. So, where was I? Yes, you'd be eligible if you obviously you'd be eligible if you're offered the option to share the revenue of the video, but you have to confirm that it's a cover version, because obviously it's not your work. You're actually using someone else's content, someone else's intellectual property. You do honestly need their permission to use it. But what this is saying is that if you under this ruling, if they allow it, then you know if you're not a monetized channel, there's a very good chance that they may put ads on your channel and gain from your video, that hurts. If you're not monetized, you'll be seeing adverts being played through your video and you won't be getting any of the money. But obviously as a monetized channel, there is a chance that you could share the revenue. And actually that's a nicer way, because obviously it says that you're earning, but the owner is also earning. You know, up to you whether or not you think it's a good thing or not. I'm just saying what YouTube have decided. Now, a lot of people, in fact, I even saw it today, a lot of people get content ID claims and copyright strikes mixed up. Now, let me put this up on the screen. So, we're going to explain, actually we're going to go through both, because I think it's easier if I do that. Now you're scaring me with the facts right now, Apple chap. I'm just telling you the facts. You know, this is simple facts. I really do hope that I hope that you guys can take it on board. I'm the middleman here. I don't want to offend anyone. I'm just stating the facts. Don't get scared. Just do it right. Anyway, content ID claims. Now, as you can see on that screen, a content ID claim usually means that YouTube have found content in your video that belongs to someone else. Now, you see content ID and you think, what do I do? Don't panic. That's the first thing I say to you. Don't panic. It happens. Lots of people get them. It happens. It's a fact of life. In fact, sometimes, and this is hurtful, imagine you go to a wedding. You're filming a wedding, but there's a song being played in the background. And whilst you're filming someone else, you end up with a content ID claim because you're playing music that's owned by someone else. Now, how frustrating is that? How frustrating is it when you suddenly realize that music that you're playing of a wedding, you might be filming, I don't know, the bride and groom on their first dance, but they're playing music that obviously is copyrighted, and you end up having to take the music out or having to do other things. Saying the fact is, oh, have I gone way behind the chat? I may well have done. Anyway, so let me carry on, because obviously we're talking about content ID claims, and you can see on the screen. I hope it's clear enough for you to be able to see. You've got options here. Now, this is for the owner. So the copyright owner may still allow you to play the content in exchange, as I said, for having their ads run on your video. So remember that. You've done the hard work, but you're not going to get any money out of it. That is for you to decide. Now, if the owner doesn't want you to use it, they can block the video so people won't be able to watch it. Or, as it says there, they can leave it. They can just leave it there. It's entirely up to the owner of the content what they want to do. Now, for you guys who may not know, if you go onto YouTube's support page, or their help desk, there is actually a video which shows you what Content ID is. Content ID is a computer program, and basically in its program, in its file, it has the beats per minute, it has the lyrics, it has the song, it has the sound of every song that has been copyrighted. It has every single song in a database. So when you upload your music, if the two songs match like that, it recognizes, oh, that song isn't yours. I'm going to do a content ID claim. And it does it on behalf of the owner of the content. And it is literally, that's all it is. It's just a computer program that's gone, well, this is the original and this is their version. And when I put them together, they match, which means that you're not the owner, therefore you're going to get a claim, as in a content ID claim. So that content ID claim is for obviously the owner has to decide what he's going to do next. Now, there are options. Obviously, the options are to do nothing. You can trim, obviously not for us, I'm talking about what we can do. Because you've seen on the screen what the owner of the content can do. I'm now saying to you what we, as the guilty party, so to speak, can do. Well, first of all, we could do nothing. You could leave it if you really wanted to. You could absolutely leave it. Because keeping in mind that if you leave it, the owner will probably put ads on there and gain revenue. They don't lose. In fact, you're helping them. You're actually helping them to actually make more money. So it's in their interest to get more content out there. And I realised this the other day. I was thinking to myself, these content ID claims are actually advertising. They're actually another way of someone gaining more money. Because if they said, oh no, don't worry, you can use my content. Oh, but by the way, you're not going to be able to monetize on it because I'm going to make money off the ads. Yeah, it does happen. Oh, I hate it when we are just walking somewhere and you can barely hear a song, but the camera picks it up. I had a copyright strike. Well, actually, you had a content ID claim for 5 seconds of a song on the background, so now I mute my videos. Yes, now that's what I'm talking about, guys. That is how frustrating it is. That keeping in mind that snippets, even small bits of it, if it fits the model. Remember what I said to you, the content ID is a computer program that has got every single song in its database. And if it can match the beats per minute, the lyrics, the song, if it can match anything into your content, it will immediately flag it up for the content owner to decide what they want to do. Do they want to, and as I said, what we can do once we get the warning is we can do nothing, or we can trim out the music, we can remove obviously we can remove the music, we can swap the music, or if you're a monetized channel, you can share the revenue if they allow it, or if you are incensed, you can dispute the claim. You can. You can obviously dispute the claim. Lots of people have disputed the claims. However, and this is what I want to tell you, and remember what I said earlier, guys. Remember what I said about I ain't no expert, so I'm going to put it up here again. I'm not an expert, so don't sue me. Keep in mind that if you dispute a claim without having a valid reason, the content owner may choose to take the video down. And that automatically gives you a copyright strike against your channel. And as we well know, 3 strikes and you are out. So, if you do not have strikes, you have content ID claims. Guys, please, I have lost count the number of people that get them mixed up. And they say, yeah, I've had loads of copyright strikes. And I say, no, you haven't, because the most you can have is 3. And actually, you wouldn't have a channel if you did. You've had content ID claims. And those content ID claims are basically ways of getting revenue for the owner of the content. And anyone else you're more than welcome to challenge me on that. But my understanding of this is it literally just warns the owner, someone is using your content. What do you want to do about it? And that's all it is. Now, content ID claims, only if you dispute the claim will become a copyright strike. But if it doesn't, there's no strike, there's no nothing. You can still carry on. I spoke to someone earlier on today that said they've got loads of them on their channel. Obviously, they're not a monetized channel, and they will need to seriously consider what they're going to do with their channel once they reach that goal of monetization, because you don't really want those things on your channel. You'll need to do something with them. But what I'm saying to you guys who are here right now, and for those on the replay, is that you could get lots and lots of content ID claims onto your channel, and you do have the option to do nothing. So you could leave them if you wanted to, but obviously it's probably a good idea to do something with them, because eventually you are going to want to monetize your channel. And do you want someone gaining money out of your hard work? Because let's face it, how many adverts can you put in an hour-long video if you did one? That's a lot of revenue that you're missing out on if your video went viral. See, that's the other thing as well. Depending on how many views you got for your video will depend on how much money you're going to make through ad revenue on your videos. So you want to be doing something with it. My suggestion to you, and once again, as I clearly put here, I ain't an expert, but I'm just giving you my opinion, and this is what I say to you. This is just my opinion, not facts. I would strongly suggest that you do something that helps you on your channel. Because you want to help other people, great. But YouTube is about you and your channel. So I would suggest that you do things that help you. And there is a bazillion songs out there that you can use that are not copyrighted and that you would be able to use instead. As I said, it's entirely up to you what you want to do. Anyway, so now you understand what a copyright, I keep saying copyright, what a content ID claim is. We're now going to talk about copyright strikes. Now, this is the basics. If you can see that there, that is what it is. A copyright strike is basically when they've taken your video down. Yeah, if your video gets taken down because you don't have the rights to the content on a video, then you'll end up getting a copyright strike. Now, the strike is quite serious, guys. You don't want to be getting a slap on the wrist. You don't. And keeping in mind that you're only allowed 3 in the whole of your YouTube journey. And if you are a YouTuber for years and years and years, I've been on YouTube since 2006. I don't know how long you guys have been on YouTube, but if YouTube is a part of your life, and as a monetized channel, it's a part of your income, you do not want to be messing around with copyright strikes. So, if for any reason you upload a video and it contains content that's not yours, you could fall foul of the owner demanding that the content be taken down, and if you get striked, you're going to get a copyright strike. Now, the first time is a warning, and you'll have to go through something called copyright school. It's just training to get you to understand how to do things properly. Well, actually, I'm hoping that we today will be, learning enough that you will never ever get down that road. I don't understand that. 8ball, did Johnny enable you in the chat? I don't know what that is. Is that something to do with my stream elements? I don't think I have that enabled, Purple Tube. So no, I don't think I do. Right. And actually, guys, if you know how to operate that, I might need your help, because that's something that I need to do a bit of research on those icons within stream elements. Anyway, that's what makes me wonder why everyone can play Xbox Live PlayStation. Okay, so we're going to get to that. Right, so we've got we have... right, so let me quickly answer that question to you, Hilly Hill. When you buy an Xbox Live or you are playing PlayStation, you have to pay a monthly subscription. Now, to my understanding, part of that monthly subscription includes the license part of the deal, which allows you to be able to play music that you don't own. Because obviously, once you buy the game and you go onto the live features within Xbox and PlayStation, all these games, you've already paid in advance for the license to cover you to play those games. Now, I'm not entirely sure, but I believe that in your subscription, part of that is to do with the license, why you don't fall foul of copyright when you play games online. But obviously, if there's anyone here that wants to put me straight, you can do. But just understanding how copyright works, that would probably be the only way in which it would be allowed, or you would be breaching copyright laws. So, so obviously, once you've done the copyright school, you'll be ahead of the game. You'll know how to do it, and you won't get any more. We hope. Now, copyright strikes can affect your ability to monetize. So, if you're not a monetized channel, you will fall foul of a copyright strike. It will affect your ability to be able to monetize. And this is really important for me, you could lose your live stream access for up to 90 days if you get a strike on here. So I have to be on my best behavior, and now you understand why I'm on you to be on your best behavior as well, purely and simply because I could lose my access to live stream for up to 90 days if I were to get strikes. Sorry, I've just seen 2 questions. Haven't answered yet. Studios could go... Oh, sorry. Did I see... Studios could go after gaming channels if they wanted to, but in most cases they choose not to. Just Dance is probably to look at cosmetic hit music. Right, okay. Obviously, if you are paying for a subscription of some kind, I would imagine there will be some cover there. But obviously, you could, if you guys know more than I do, I haven't done the research on it, so I'm thinking in the minds of copyright law. Why have they not been done? Well, they're big companies, and obviously you do pay a subscription monthly or yearly, I believe, if you want to play it online. I made a video for my daughter's school with a lot of well-known songs and made it private on YouTube for parents to watch. The video lasted on YouTube about 2 minutes before, but no strike. Yes, so basically you were hit by the content ID claim. That was it. Right, okay, so let me carry on. So, as I said before, 3 strikes, so 3 copyright strikes, and you're out. Your account, along with any associated channels, are subject to termination. All your videos will be removed, and you can't create new channels, but definitely not in your name anyway. Because obviously there are people I've seen who've had their channels destroyed and they're back because they're using whole new aliases, but that's for another story. Anyway, let me carry on. And guys, thank you so much for being in here. If you are obviously fresh to the channel, could you please hit the like button for me and help me out to help me to grow as well, guys. At the moment, I believe I've got 22 thumbs ups. Thank you so much for the ones that I've had so far. I really, really do appreciate you all. Right, so let me quickly talk about a question that I have heard so many times before. And the question is, and let me put it up on the screen. The question is about, if I've only used a few seconds of copyrighted content, that's okay. Or another person said to me, well, if I use less than 30 seconds of the copyrighted music, that's also okay. Well, I'm going to show you something, and I want to see whether or not you can see what's missing from this. So guys, earlier on in the show, I put this up on the screen. And I said to you that fair use, obviously in the UK and US, are very different. Obviously, depending on what country you're from, the rules are different. But one thing that is missing from there, and I don't know if you can tell what it is. I don't know if the chat will catch up with me. Let's see. Hello, Lakeisha. Welcome to the stream as well. Guys, if I haven't said hello to you, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate every single one of you for hanging out with me, and I hope that you do learn some things. If you know it already, then fine. I'm just reinforcing what you already know. But if you don't, then obviously this is very, very helpful to you. Anyway, the answer to the question is duration. In fair use, there is no duration that is automatically protected under fair use. In fact, there is stated cases that have gone to court where the person used I think it was 1.8 of a second, no, 1.8 seconds of content, and it still was not considered, didn't come under that ruling, and it was thrown out. So it is a myth, guys. Anyone that tells you that you can play up to 30 seconds of someone's content, copyrighted content, it is a myth. Now, the reason, and this is another thing as well, I want to put this back on the screen. This bit here. Now, do you know where it says that the original work is uploaded and it goes through the content? So basically, the content ID is a system, a review. It will check the content of, it will check your content to see whether or not you're using other people's content. It's not perfect. That's the one thing that I found out whilst doing research, is that it's not perfect. If you uploaded a video, but the quality of the music that you've uploaded was so distorted, or just absolutely terrible music, there's a very good chance that the content ID claim engine won't recognize the music, and it will basically it will just allow it to go through. It will do, because I've seen it. I know people who have, thank you Purple Tube about that. I didn't actually know what, I need some research on, I need to do some research on those features, and I don't know how to use them. So basically, you could have really, really terrible background music, and it might not be picked up by the content ID claim generator, the computer that works to weed out those that are using content. So that's why some videos fall through the net, and there are lots. I can assure you, there are lots and lots and lots of videos that have fallen through the net. So you might think to yourself, well, they've done it, so I can get away with it. But actually, no, it's a myth if you think you can use 30 seconds, because you can't. But obviously, some people do, and some people do get away with it, depending on the quality of. Sorry, what's that? We went off the Johnny's subject. I don't know what that means. Okay, sorry. So what I'm saying is, guys, is that whatever you do, don't just assume that if you're using content or other people's content that's copyrighted, don't just assume that you are able to use it under fair use. You do need authorization to be able to use the content. Now, the last thing I want to say, and I think it was Hilly Hill that brought it up. Oh, no, sorry. I think it was Al Astrology. YouTube has an audio library. It's not the best. By no means is it the best library out there. But YouTube has an audio library that has free music and sound effects. Because believe it or not, sound effects also are owned by people. Sorry, I'm just going to quick swig my drink. Thank you. So, if you want to get music that is not copyrighted, you can go to the YouTube audio library and you can use the music there, and you will never fall foul of any copyright strikes or any content ID claims. Obviously, there are other sites. I can tell you right now that, and in fact, let me do it again. Let me put this up here before you guys shoot me. Whenever I play music, I go to, it's Lucozade. Orange Lucozade, it's my favourite drink. I go to something called NCS, so it's non-copyrighted music, and I go there to get my tracks. And reading the description, sometimes it will say, could you please say the name of the music, the content, say the name of the creator, the singer, or whatever it is, and you can do that. One quick line, you've got their music, and you can say, this music, I've used this music, I've been authorized or allowed to use this music based on what they say in their description. Obviously, each person says other things. I'm back for the fourth time. Dawn Negative, I have no idea why you are, but I don't want you to go. But obviously, if you're continually being cut out, obviously I don't know why. So I can't really answer that. Epidemic Sound is cool. Right, so visas travel, but obviously after 1 month you have to pay. Now, if you don't want to pay for music, or you're not in a position to be able to pay for music, then use the YouTube's audio library, or go onto website, onto YouTube, and there will be, all you have to do, guys, is go into YouTube, type in the search engine, non-copyright music. That's all you have to write. And you will be amazed at how much music is out there. Because as a small content creator, if you are a YouTuber and you're just starting out, the best way to get your content seen or heard is if you give it away. If you're good enough and you can give your music away, people will use it. So all you have to do is type that in, and you will be able to find lots and lots of music that is free to use. Now, Epidemic Sounds is great. Honestly, I pay a subscription to Envato. They have music in there, they have videos in there, they have sound effects, but that's a monthly subscription, and I pay for that and I use it. But obviously there are lots and lots and lots of places, because once you've gone into there, you're paying for a subscription, and in the subscription is the license, which gives you the freedom. However, and this happened to my wife only 2 weeks ago, she uses KineMaster to edit her videos. She downloaded a song from KineMaster. Now, KineMaster has said that their music, because we pay the subscription, that their music is, I'll post some music for free music I use. Yeah, okay, by all means, if you want to do that, yeah, go for it. There is a, what was I saying? Yeah. So we pay KineMaster for their service, and they have free songs that you can download. So my wife has downloaded the song, uploaded it to a video, sent it out to the big wide world. She's got loads of likes on it. She wakes up, she's got a content ID claim. And I was thinking to myself, how is it that she's got a content ID claim from music that she got from KineMaster? So I had to do a little bit of research. Turns out that just because something is not copyright now doesn't mean that it can stay that way. A song that is classed as non-copyright could be bought by someone else, and they could make that song a copyrighted song. And if they do that, every single song or every single video that has that music in it could fall foul of the, basically could fall foul of the copyright rules. Now that's quite scary, because what does that tell you? That tells you that I could have music right now. I have music that I use. What happens if in a year's time someone buys the ownership of that song and then copyrights it? That means that song instantly becomes copyrightable. I don't know if that's the right word, but what I mean is that song will then suddenly come into play, and we have some decisions to make. Do we swap it for something else? Do you understand what I mean, guys? That's how serious it is. Now, I know that, let me quickly go to my chat on my laptop is slightly behind time. So I'm going to go into my phone so I can catch up with you wonderful people. Now, guys, if you've got any questions now is the time to tell me and let me know if there's any issues that you've got around your channel, or if there's any questions that you've got regarding what I've said. If you want me to go back to something, I'm happy to do that as well. On the hour, we are going to start showcasing new content. So guys, if you have any if you've got any questions for me, or if there's any issues that you have, please let me know. And regarding what I've said, and I need to turn the sound down on my mobile phone. Yes. So thank you so much, MAGA family. So guys, there are lots of channels out there where you are able to go and find new free stock music, and it will help you in your journey. Because what I find a lot of people make the mistake of, they hear a popular song and they think, oh, I'll use that, not realizing that, let's look at it from the other side, guys. And I don't know, you might shoot me down here, but let's look at it from the other point of view. Imagine that you are a songwriter. So you've spent hours writing the lyrics for a song. Then you spend hours in the studio getting the song right, making sure the sound is correct, making sure all of the music, all of the different musical instruments all play together to make that song brilliant. And it's a great song. And then you send that out to the world. Now hear me out. So you've put a lot of effort into it. Doesn't the person who made the song deserve to get the credit? And not just credit, but also to get the money. Now, I'm in the school that, yeah, I think they deserve it. I think they have earned the rights because they've created something out of nothing. The song did not exist before they sang it. So they have got a creative mind, and they have created this song, this beautiful piece of work out of nothing. Now they copyrighted the song to protect themselves, to protect their intellectual property. So I do believe, and I'm one of the people that believes that we should not just be able to use someone else's stuff. And obviously, it does affect us as YouTubers, because when we create videos, we want to, improve the video with a song. We know that if we play a very popular song, people will stay in the chat, in the video longer because they listen to music. Studies have shown that listening to music helps with staying into a video. So all those things do help. But all I'm saying is that we really shouldn't be using content that we don't own, because technically we are stealing. We are. And I know that it's not a nice thing to say. The frustrating thing is, and this is what has been brought out even by Vsauce Travel, was that when you're not filming the music, you're filming someone else. I could be in the street filming someone doing a skateboard, jumping off a car, and a car behind me plays a song for a small second, and that sticks into my video. I upload it, and I end up getting a content ID claim. Now, I don't think that's fair. I think that is not, I don't think that's right. But obviously I didn't write the rules, and that is the rules as per YouTube standard. Now, obviously there is fair use, but fair use is something that is decided by a court. YouTube don't decide that. But there are, I mean, when I started doing research for this, there are lots and lots of horror stories of copyright. I hope that I've been able to explain it to you in the easiest way I know how. Thank you so much for your travel. I really appreciate that. I do hope, guys, that copyright law is complicated. Trust me, copyright law is extremely complicated, especially when it comes to ownership. The record, the artist and the label, they're two completely different people, and they may own part of the first part of the copyright. So do you understand what I mean? It becomes very, very complicated when you have multiple players involved. So when it comes to us, and we, if you have blatantly just lifted a song out of your whatever service you use, iTunes or Google Play or whatever it is, if you just directly lifted the song out of that and put it in your video, then yes, you're likely to end up getting a copyright, a content ID claim against you, because the person whose song it is wants to make money, and they want to make money out of your video. So you, as I said before, you have some serious decisions to make. You have to decide whether you want to allow the person whose content it is to earn out of your video, or is it better for you to just remove it? Just delete the song and go else, find another song, non-copyright, because you'll leave yourself open if you play music that's not yours. So, guys, I would like to thank you all for hanging out with us in the show today. You all obviously know that on the show, I either like to interview someone or we like to showcase new content. Now, I have my piece of paper and my pen ready to write down if you I don't know where that is. Guess What TV, thank you so much for being in here today. I really do hope it has helped. It's a Friday morning, afternoon, evening, depending on where you are. We all are trying our very best to do what's right for our channels. Hello Visual A101, thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate you. We have talked a great deal today about copyright, about content ID claims, how you can navigate and not get them. And I really do hope that you are able. We posted one yesterday. You got a content ID claim yesterday? Is that what you're saying? What I would say to you guys, if you haven't already, would you please kindly hit the thumbs up for me and help me in the stream? I've got 22, so it hasn't gone up since the last time I spoke to you. So if you guys, there's lots of new people here, if you would kindly hit the thumbs up for me, and that would really help me to grow as well. Just think of it as you've come into my house and you're bringing me a lovely gift, and I am warmly accepting your gift and giving you back a wonderful gift in knowledge. So in conclusion, and I think the easiest way for me to put it is probably on this screen. So let me quickly go to the screen again and put this up here. I think in conclusion, this is how you've got to look at it. And this is the most important thing. I did say to you, the most important thing obviously is about copyright, the types of copyright. But for us as content creators, so long as you are not uploading content that's not yours, as long as you are uploading content that is yours, you are clear, you are good to go. If you are going to play content of someone else's, you will need authorization. You need their permission to do it. If you don't, you will fall foul of copyright rules, because the content has been copyrighted. They are the only ones that are allowed to either adapt it or to be able to distribute it. And remember what I said to you at the very, very beginning about the old law that came from 1710, the Statute of Queen Anne, was that only the owner was allowed to be able to distribute or to adapt or to copy. That is pretty much has stayed in the copyright law for 300 years. So we guys here now as content creators, we need to follow suit. And that basically means is we can't use other people's stuff. And I hope that that has helped you guys. It's been a great, absolutely awesome topic. I keep picking these crazy topics, and I keep saying to you guys, please would you kindly help me out here, give me some topics to talk about, because it's been quite heavy what we have been actually talking about. But if you have any topics that you would like to share with me, please would you contact me either on here or on my Instagram. That's my Instagram handle right there. Please, 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 would you drop me a message and say, it might be nice to talk about that. My next show is Monday. So I do a show Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8 p.m. GMT time. So I don't know what time that is where you are around the world. But guys, it's a great show. It's educational. I want you to learn. I also want you to get value. I believe that if I am going to be taking your time, then I should be giving you value. I won't just sit here and do nothing. I believe that I should be giving you something back. If you're giving me your time, then I believe I should be giving you information back. I hope that this has been helpful and easy to understand. If there is any questions for me, please put them in the comment section. If not, then I believe that we are going to go over to the next part of the show, which is where we get to share your content. Now, what I would say to you is this. I got a content ID claim last week, and it really wound me up because I played someone's music in this show, but they didn't have the right to play it. And I didn't know. I asked them before. I said, guys, whatever you do, if you do not have the right to play this music, would you please kindly tell me? Because it won't just be you that gets a content ID claim. It will be me as well, because I'm playing your content. Therefore, I'm distributing music that I don't own. So I want to showcase your content, guys, but please kindly let me know if you are playing music that you don't own, because you will copyright my live stream and I get in trouble. Obviously, I'm quite not it's basically, for me, when I see that, I trim it out. I don't change it for another song. I just cut it out completely. So it's a waste of time. So I feel like, guys, I want to help you guys, but you need to also help me as well. So we are going to now go into this section where we are going to check out new videos. So if you are new to my stream, or if you are, if you've dropped new content for today, would you please let me know in the chat, and I will basically drop your video. We'll play. Hey Katie, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, so as I was saying, if you've got new content or you're new to my streams, the first time you've been here, please could let me know so that I'll be able to drop your work today. Who have I seen? I've watched new content today, so who did I see today? I can't remember now, it's gone up my head. Yeah, so if you guys have got new content, would you please let me know? Or if you're new to the stream, and also, have you shared out the stream, guys? This is the bit where I'd really like for you to do. I keep forgetting to tell people to share me out. If you have the community tab, would you please kindly share out the stream for me? I mean, obviously, we dropped. Okay, so MAGA family, the bloopers. Yes. Yeah, I definitely want to see that. Guys, it's a really funny video of their bloopers. I really enjoyed that. Okay, so I've got Vito's Travel as well. Thank you so much. I'll be playing yours one as well, Vito's Travel. Is there any other one? And I obviously, as you well know, you'll probably know, Mrs. Morrison always drops on the same day that I go live. So she's also got something as well. Me and Alice at the same time. Okay. I have an answer. I got copyright claim for using somebody's music on a video. It says in his channel that non-profit use of my music is absolutely fine, provided I am copyrighted. But I still got a copyright. So you got a content ID claim, right? Now what was their options for you? Did they give you the option to trim it out? Did they give you obviously the problem? And this is another thing as well, guys. Just because I did actually touch on it I did touch on it. I don't know if you were here when I said it, Havanasia. But the issues are not necessarily if sometimes the person who played the music doesn't have complete ownership of the copyright. So what's happened there, in your case, I believe, is that the copyright is owned by someone. But that person believes that you can use their music, not realizing that it could be the label, the record label, it could be anybody. But I can assure you right now that you getting a claim, it means someone somewhere owns the copyright to it. So what they wrote in their description box is not worth its weight. It's not worth anything, because ultimately you've done something with, you haven't done anything wrong. And that's a bit frustrating. I personally would go back to that person and tell them that their work has been copyrighted and they are not in a position to be able to tell people that you can share their work. And it's a little bit underhand. So I think the best option for you right there would be to go back directly to that person. I don't think that's fair. That's a bit out of order, really. Right, Lava House. Yes, we saw that earlier today. I'll watch that as well. Okay, and Grethel loves to share. Oh, guys, thank you so much for being here. Obviously, this is one of those subjects that's not the easiest to discuss. I know that it's not the easiest to discuss. It's not the. It can pretend. Oh, what have I done there? Sorry, it's not the easiest subject, but it's one of those subjects that you desperately need to know about as well. And the Murphy family. Right. Okay. Okay. Right, okay, so guys, if you haven't already, would you please hit the thumbs up for me? And now we're going to go, and so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If there's anyone else, guys, please let me know if you have dropped new content over the last couple of days, i.e. today or yesterday. If I've missed you, please let me know. And thank you so much, Grethel, love to share. Really appreciate you being here. This is one of those subjects that not everyone is. I got a copyright claim once and I got stressed. You got a. Are you sure you got a? Do you remember I said to you guys that people get it mixed up? You didn't get a copyright strike. You got a content ID claim. You can deal with it very, very easily. Don't stress whatsoever about it. It's just another way for the owner of the music to get money. Pretty much, they can earn out of it, or they can remove it. There's a number of things that they can do. We already discussed that. Visual A101, I got it once, but they told me to mute it, though it was not affecting my video. Yeah, so you've got options. You can trim, you can remove the song, you can mute. There's lots of things that you can do. Jemmy the Vlogster. Okay, thank you, Jemmy. Let me know. Okay, right. I think we've got enough now. We will go straight into it. Guys, thank you so much for those of you that have allowed me to go into your channels. We're going to check you out now. What's that? I got a claim for posting a soccer game that I got on the stadium. You got the content ID claim for what, though? Was it the music that was being played in the background? What was it that actually triggered? Because obviously they'll let you know what it is. And what's quite nice as well is that when you get to it, it will tell you what part of the video it is. So you can just lift it away and put something else there if you want. It's not the end of the world, guys. A content ID ID claim is not the end of the world. Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because obviously you now have to change your music, which is why I get frustrated with people like you do a video of someone getting married. I really find that the most distasteful. Someone's got married and they're using your music and you get a content ID claim, which I think is disgusting. Copyright claim was done by the artist himself. He gets ad revenue. I contacted the artist in Facebook. The video, the actual game. Yes. Now that falls under different ruling because obviously each football stadium will have filming rights. If you can get a license, you can do whatever you want. You want to get a filming license, get it. You want to get a music license, play music, you can do that as well. But when you go into a stadium, 99.9% of most stadiums now will have filming rights and will not allow you to film theirs unless you go through their channels. And quite a few stations over here in the UK anyway, quite a few fall foul of that quite a bit, which is quite bad. But yeah, it does happen. Right, a copyright claim was done by the artist himself. So you got a content ID claim, or because obviously a copyright strike meant that you got a strike. I don't assume you got a strike. I believe you got a content ID claim, and they claimed against you, and they decided to get the ad revenue. Okay, well that's that was what they did. Bit frustrating, but yeah. MAGA family, right? Okay, I've been trying to do this for. Let me get them up now. Okay, guys. So whilst we're going to check out the latest video, which is the vlogs, bloopers, funny moments. And before I do that, let me turn the sound off because I always have the sound on.
Today we're gonna do the
Blah 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 blah.
So ready?
1, 2, 3.
Oops, sorry.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Maga Family channel. So today we want to take you behind the scenes of the things you don't get to see every day.
So sit back, relax, and have fun watching our oops moments.
Have fun, guys.
Nice trick shot. Yep.
I love that.
Link to the description down below, in the comments below, so don't mess up. The comments below.
Try not to move. So
We're gonna put the link to his
So
channel.
we've learned something there.
Yes.
Okay. We're gonna put the link to his channel.
So we're gonna show you guys 15 things we did in one day that kept us busy.
Are you serious?
Drop the baby!
Thank you guys for watching, and we'll be right back.
I did not see that.
Channel to the video.
Don't forget to hit that notification. Oh, actually, I should have pinned that part.
Right, guys.
I don't have to say
if
yes
you want to see
I can go to
a
Sky
video
Zone.
of a family just having fun, make sure you check out that video. That is brilliant. I did not know that you dropped the baby. Kids, you dropped the baby. How could? Oh,
It's
sorry.
been 2 weeks since Greg
How could you drop the baby? How could you? And I've just noticed that Amelia had lighter coloured hair before, because obviously it was when you had like blonde hair and it went brown. But yes, I have now seen that you dropped the baby. That's funny. So guys, yeah, so please check out the Maga family. If you haven't already, you don't have them in your family, check them out. If you like what you see, obviously stick around and check them out, guys. So that's their new content drop today. And we're now going to see Vsauce Travel. We're going to check out their content. And his latest one is the Color Run. Okay. What is that? In Tulsa.
What's going on, YouTube?
What's going on there?
Today, we have a good one for you.
Sorry about that,
and
guys.
you're gonna see it right after this. Hey, welcome back. My name is Rafael, and this is Vsauce Travel. If you like travel, please like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to click that bell notification on. For this edition of Throwback Thursday, we take the Vsauce time machine all the way back to April of 2018. You like running? You like colors? Well, get ready for a big surprise.
Right,
Count it down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, girl. She got that in her face. Right, so guys, if you haven't already, as I always say, please check out Vsauce Travel. Check out it's a throwback from a little while back, but obviously Vsauce Travel is a travel channel. But whilst we've been under the lockdown and the coronavirus, it's difficult for travel channels to produce content. So what he's done is he's just recycling his old content for us all to see. So please check that video out. If you are interested, check the rest of it out. I only play roughly about a minute or two of the videos. Definitely check that out. That is really good stuff to watch. Next on the list is Mrs. Morrison. If you're new, guys, if you are new to the stream or you've got new content that you dropped either today or yesterday, please could you let me know in the chat, and I will try to drop it for you in the show today. and this is an honest day in the life of a mum. Sorry about this, guys. I'm having a few technical issues with my computer today. Ah, that's a pity. I don't know what's going on here. I've got to show you this. So, so if you can see the green screen behind my wife, that's where I'm sitting right now. And that's my son trying to eat my wife. How are you? Oh, look at my little son. Look at my son. Oi! Mrs. Morrison, you have some explaining to do. Right, okay. So, guys, that is a honest DITL, day in the life of a mum, Mrs. Morrison. If you haven't already got her, please check her out, her content. Check out her channel. Yes, so next on the list is the Lava House. Shafetz, yes, Johnny, I have dropped a video today. Okay, so I didn't see you there, so I'll put you on the list as well. Now, obviously you're new, I think you're new to me, so you don't have any content ID claims or any like copyrighted music. You are allowed to play everything in your videos, I hope, because I don't want to get a strike or a ID claim against me on my video. Yes, Greville loves to share. She did. She filmed me when I was sleeping. Oh, let me spell that right. So CHEFFETES. Okay, yeah, so you're on the list, so I will try my best to also get to your content as well. And now we're going to quickly check out the Lava House family and check out their content as well. I think this is a shout-out video, isn't it? Yeah.
Fly Audible and travel
Oh.
the world. Listen up and settle
Sean,
back
I hope you're not
with
looking.
thousands of destinations.
Don't look. San Francisco.
Hey guys, Lava House over here. This is Sean, and I want to talk to you about the weekend, man. It is Friday morning. It is a beautiful day, and it can't get any better than it is today, man. So first of all, I want to let you know that we're getting ready to head into the weekend, and I got a bunch of channels that you have to go check out. Just in case you're stuck at home this weekend, it's gonna rain, you're still in quarantine, whatever the issue is, we're gonna go check out these channels because these guys are definitely gonna be amazing. So let's go ahead and get this thing rolling. Are you ready? All right, let's get into it.
Cool. So guys,
All right, guys, our
it's a
first channel
shout-out
here
video.
is gonna be Busy Mom. This lady is incredibly talented with the arts and the crafts with children. This is an amazing channel, just something that you got to go check out. This lady is very busy, so if you do try to contact her, she is just has
Busy
too much
by
stuff on
name,
her
busy
plate
by
right now.
nature.
And I know that we wish her the best, and that we hope that she gets things going forward here real quick with all the stuff she's got going on. But just let you know, Busy Mom, we do love you.
Alright guys, so that is the Lava House family. Their latest video is called Weekend Shoutouts, if you want to check them out. and their channel is they got a lovely family, and I've had them actually on my show before, which is really, really nice. So go and definitely check them out. And just very, very quickly, Fast and Curious is in the house. I didn't even see you. Sorry, Fast and Curious. How are you? Have you got any new content? Let me know in the stream if you do. I will be showcasing new content today. No, nothing. Okay. Oh, who's that? Who else have I seen that's new here? Mina NGTV, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for being in here. If you've got new content, could you please let me know? Because we are looking at new content whilst, next half an hour or so, we're going to go through videos. Also, we'll talk about some, things that if you've got any questions, please put them in the comment section. If you're new to the stream, could you please hit the thumbs up for me? And obviously, if you can share me out to your wonderful people, whether it be on Instagram or if you've got a community tab, if you could share me out. I'm not the biggest channel by any scheme of the imagination, but I would like to think that I am one of the most knowledgeable ones, but who knows? Anyway, guys, we will continue. We are going to now go to the wonderful Murphy family. Let me check their video. Oh, Murphy family. And is that a live or is that a...
If you're serious about your business, you need to build.
Don't look.
And you have to find a great tool like money.com to do.
Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody.
I think we'll get there in the end.
Hey, everybody.
That's more like it.
There we go. It's early in the morning. It took me a little while to get crunked up, to get turned on, to get turned up.
If you're in the house, Murphy family, what time was this in the morning?
Everybody. What it do?
Well, all I can say is that
everybody do.
The Murphy family have the longest intros I have ever seen on a video. That's all I can say, is that is one of the longest intros. But guys, please check out the latest video from the wonderful Murphy family. Make sure you check them out. And if you didn't see their live yesterday, make sure you check out their live also. We're now going to go to Jemmy the Vlogster. Now, I don't know if I have ever been on this channel. So I know you've been to mine, but I'm not sure I've been to yours. So this is going to be a new thing for me. Have I spelt your name? No, I haven't. I believe there's no S. No, that's why I've actually put. I think that should be it. Okay, so the latest content that's been dropped is... Let's have a look. What is the latest video that you have? Oh, is it a quick update? Okay, let's check this out. Let's see what this update is all about. From Jemmy the Vlogster, let's check this video out. Oh, as early, a little before 7, Murphy family. Why are you not up? 10:32 AM. It's practically the afternoon. Okay, so this is Jemmy the Vlogster, and I believe we are going through his daily routine.
You must know this. As some of you know, I started my college class in July 6th with a class called Composition, which is a writing class where you're mastering on how to write a persuasive or argumentative essays and learning how to correct grammar and all these citations and all that. So,
Jemmy, if you are in the building,
and it's pretty good.
What are all those boxes behind you?
Pretty stressed.
Where exactly are you making this video? Let me know.
It's been stressful. A lot of
Right, guys, so if you would like to check out Jemmy the Vlogster, that's his latest video that was dropped today. A quick update. And if you're new to the stream, guys, please let me know. Let me know if you're new to me, and I will try my very best to play your content. Publisher, you look seriously lately, or unless you're looking serious. Am I? Am I looking too serious? Do you know what it is? And I do believe this. I think that the subjects we're talking about are quite serious. So my usual comical self has kind of gone a little bit to the wayside, because I feel like I need to, if I make too much of a joke about what we're talking about, there's a very good chance that you might lose the meaning. So I'm trying to be serious as well as enjoyable. Who knows? I don't know. Anyway, this takes place at my dad's workplace office. Ah, right, okay. And what's your family business? What do you do? Because I'm trying to see. They're not shoe boxes, are they? What are they? Right, let's see if there's any new ones in here. Let's have a look. It was before 7 a.m. in the morning. That was why you were... You know, it takes a little bit of time for you to wind up. That's way too early. Right, we're going to go to the Chaffettes now and check out the latest content there. As I said, it has to have been dropped today or yesterday. And I'll play it. T-E-S. Ooh. Saudi Arabia. Wow. Wow. I did not. Oh, that looks. Oh, you make me hungry. Croissant. Almonds. Pistachios. Camels. Oh, raisin and oh, for a split second now, I thought you were going to tell me you were eating camel meat. Okay. The Chaffettes. Ali. Remove the shells. This all looks so delicious. Wow, guys, if you are interested to see how this turns out, it's a whole tutorial on, and I don't know, it just says a delicious Eid special Arabian dessert. Looks absolutely divine. So I'm looking forward to watching that one later. Actually, let me click the bell so I don't miss any of your future content. Right, we'll have to come back to that. So the Chaffettes. Anyway, guys, if there is any other people in the stream that are new to me, please let me know. Bob and Tam. Oh, hello, Bob and Tam's Excellent Adventures. I didn't see you there. We did it. Got 1,200 bananas and over 5,000 watch time. That is amazing. Congratulations to you. Well done, guys. You've done absolutely amazing. You've been on a mission, an absolute amazing mission. You've done so well. Really, really impressed with the attitude that you've had towards your growth and just in general. So well done to you for growing so quickly. That's absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Well done to you. So I take it a new monetized channel, or if not already, but soon, very soon, I would imagine. And yeah, you'll be able to grow your channel now in the right way. So it's excellent for you. Well done. Guys, if you don't know about Bob and Tam's excellent adventures, please check them out. Fast and Curious, thank you so much for being here. I know that it's funny, now that the pandemic and the lockdown is in some countries going worse, obviously we're sort of slowly returning back to normal life. And so the time we have to spend on YouTube is going to slow down, which is part of the reason I can imagine a lot of YouTubers are really active trying to get as much done before the new normal becomes the old normal again, you know? So guys, if there's anyone that's got new content, please let me know. If not, we've played today the MAGA family, Viso's Travel, Mrs. Morrison, Lava House, Murphy family, Jemmy the Vlogster, and the Chaffettes. Please check all of those channels out. If you haven't already hit the like button, could you please hit the thumbs up for me? I've got 35 thumbs ups, and I really, really do appreciate every single one of you. So thank you so much in advance already for you showing me some love. Bob and Tam, please would you hit the thumbs up for me, if you would. If there's not any more, so guys, one last call. If you are here, if you're not grinding on another channel, if you are here currently and you dropped a video today or you dropped a video yesterday, could you please let me know so that we can showcase your content and basically let other people see what what you do. Who are you? Rather than it just being a thumbnail on my show, you have the opportunity to be able to see actual content. And yeah, really looking forward to, if you have got new content, let me know. You are welcome. I will make a package for you as well. I will make a package. Oh, thank you. Yeah, sure, time so limited for some, but I still try to get every. I know time has now. Time has changed. We dropped a video yesterday. Okay, right. So Bob and Tam. I believe. Did I watch? I think I've already commented on that, haven't I? Did you? Oh, I'll tell you if I did or not. Bob and Tam. Oh no, I spelled it wrong. It's an ampersand. See, I had never heard of what was the company? Antifa or Antifa? I'd never heard of Antifa before, and I saw a video that it's gone to TED. I saw you talking about a group of people coming to the rally or something like that. I was like, what is Antifa? Never heard of them. Okay, so this is a rally about where to stay.
Today's adventure is we're going to do a little bit of exploring. We're going to give you a whole bunch of tips. We're going to show you some things that are going to be closed during the rally. We're going to show you some places. If you bring in that tent, we're even going to show you a place you can put your tent. We even found a campground right here in Sturgis that still has availability as of right now. Not sure if you call, but we'll give you the phone number for them. Give them a holler. See if they still got some spaces if you're looking for that. We're still exploring, so stay tuned. Watch this episode. Hi, I'm Bob.
And I'm Tam.
We are Bob and Tam's Excellent Adventures. Today we're going to go and explore some of the hotels. We went out and checked out some of the tents that are already up. We've got all kinds of neat stuff going on. So stay tuned and see what's happening
in Sturgis.
Here we go. If you're going to be helping out the city of Sturgis by bringing in some masks and gloves to help out the essential workers, first responders, right here is where you bring it at 1040 Harley-Davidson Drive, right here in Sturgis. But you do have to wear a mask in to get inside the building. So make sure you do that to drop off those masks and gloves. So let's help out the city of Sturgis. We got another update. Look behind me. There's another vendor's tent going up. This must be the week where it's all gonna happen. We're gonna see all these tents popping up today and during this week because the rally is right around the corner. So let's go see what else is going on in Sturgis. If you're riding the bus,
okay guys,
phone number's
so
right down
if
here.
you are if you're new to their channel, please check out, or you don't know about their channel, please check out Bob and Tam's Excellent Adventure. They are on a mission. I mean, if you have ever seen a channel that has just grown, I mean, I'm not joking. I don't know when we crossed paths, Bob and Tam's Excellent Adventure. I don't know when we crossed paths, but it couldn't have been that long ago. And I kept thinking to myself, well, it's a small channel, but they're growing. But you guys, you have just, it's been exponential. Like, your growth is amazing. I don't know, obviously you have connections with maybe the biking fraternity, I don't know, but just in general, the fact that you've got so many watches for your content and you're just growing, you'll have to do a video on your secret. How have you been able to grow so fast? You'll have to do a video and let us know what your secret is. And maybe you could, in fact, you should give me a shout out. On your next video, give MrJohnny25 a shout out. I've given you loads of shout outs. How about giving me one? Getting all of your wonderful subscribers to come over and check out my channel. How about that? How about giving me some love for a change? Anyway, guys, if you haven't already, would you please hit the thumbs up for me? If you're new to the stream, thank you so much for being here. Madopu Eto, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. You're going to have to see the replay because we were talking about some serious stuff today. We were talking about copyright law and how it affects your channel. So guys, if you are able to, would you please hit the thumbs up? Check out Bob and Tam's Excellent Adventures. Also, please check out Madopu Eto's channel. Have you dropped any new content in the last 2 days? We could do that for you. That would be awesome. Bob and Tam's that would be absolutely awesome. If you could do that, oh, thank you so much. I would definitely love that to be shouted out. That would be great. And any of you guys, if you're ever doing a shout out and you don't mind shouting me out, please do. You know, if you've got a community tab, can you share out my stream? You know, those things of the information that I give you guys and help you out with your YouTube journey, help me out with a share out or help me out with a wonderful shout out in your next video. That would be absolutely awesome. Right, so do we have any other new people in the stream who have dropped new content either today or yesterday? If not, then we will call it a day. Thank you so much to all of you guys. Actually, I need to write you down. Bob and Tam. Thanks again for a great info. Cool Quest, enjoy your weekend. Cool Quest, you enjoy your weekend too. Thank you so much for being here. We've got 20 minutes left, guys. 20 minutes left before we are going off, before the weekend starts for me. Shared, bro, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Grethel, liked and shared. Thank you so, guys. I really do appreciate every single one of you who helps me out as well. You can see I'm not a big YouTuber. I'm not as big as a lot of the live streamers that are out there. But it's partly because I've gone down the road of trying to educate or trying to help. You know, in a sense, you can grind, but I don't actively promote it. I don't regularly tell you guys to grind. I don't do all that anymore. I used to, but I don't do it anymore. And I was told, I remember when I said what was going to happen, people said you will lose subscribers because, well, you'll lose people coming to your live stream because they were coming to your live stream because they wanted to grow only their channel. They will go elsewhere. But what you will get is a core of people who will actually support you because they like your content, they like what you do, and those are the ones that you will grow with. And I've already seen it in you guys. You guys are regular to the live stream. You support me, you help me to grow. If you've got any good ideas or good topics you think I should talk about, let me know. Monday is a new week. We've had some really deep subjects in the last few shows, which have been really good, and I've really enjoyed it. I hope you have as well. Monday will be my next show at 8 p.m. UK time, where it'll be another subject. We'll be talking about other things. If there's something that you would like to know more about, because obviously you've seen me already, I go deeper. I will find out and get a little bit more information to try and paint a picture as to why things are the way they are. You're doing great, though almost 2K. I know. I mean, don't get me wrong. I have myself been grinding. I want to get. I mean, to be honest with you, what I would like to get is I'd like to get to the point where the live stream is. Like, I've been to a few other people's live streams where I've been a guest, and they said, "Oh, you know, we've got an expert coming onto the show today," and I'm like, I'm not an expert. Sorry, couldn't find it. I'm not an expert. I will do research and I will try my best to find the answers for you, but I am not an expert. But what I do want to do is give you the correct information. I'm not going to lie to you. I absolutely hate when I hear so-called knowledgeable people giving other people wrong information. It burns me because the information is not hard to find, but unfortunately we can sometimes be a little bit lazy when it comes to finding out things. I think that's the issue. I always tell you, I'm not an expert, and do your own independent research. I always say it every episode. I've done my research, so I'm up to speed with it. I know it. I genuinely believe now that I have an understanding of copyright. I have an understanding of how content ID claims work. I have an understanding of how copyright strikes work. And I think I have an understanding of copyright in general, or I know enough to be able to give you guys good information, and I also know enough to be able to navigate my own channel. But I loathe when I go other places, other channels, and I hear some of the things they come out with, and I think, what are you doing? And I really don't like when people give information that tickles the ears of the listener. I can't tickle your ears, guys. It's not right. I should not be giving you information that makes you feel good. No, I'm going to give you information that's factual. Some of these rules are going to change how you run your channels, especially when we talk about copper on Wednesday. That's going to have serious implications for your channels if you have children, and how you are going to showcase your children in your videos. That's what makes you an expert of no. An expert is someone who has letters behind their names. The only letters I've got in my name will be my name. I think what happens is we are all growing together, and at the moment I'm collating every show has a different theme, and I believe that when I get you guys will know when it's like, you know, what I would love is when someone needs a question or a question answered, they type in my name to find the answer, to see whether or not I've done a video on it. That would make me feel so amazing. And obviously I will convert a lot of these talks into videos over the next few months. I'm not in a hurry because I have them I've already got the scripts. I've just got to film them, and I will do that. And I think that will also help me on my journey. I appreciate what you're doing of getting deeper to detail of information that I have read. Yeah, do you know, the thing is, we all read. We all know that some of us know what's going on. Some of us know parts of the information, but a lot of the time we tend to ask people that have been on YouTube a long time. What I've found so far is that experts on YouTube tend to be, especially in the small YouTube world, not in the, you know, I've got 500,000 subscribers, not in that realm. I'm talking in the small YouTuber world, below 5,000 subscribers. Let's just use it as an example. So below 5,000 subscribers, you're still learning your trade, you're still trying to get starting to understand how your videos work. We tend to look at someone and say, because you've been on YouTube a long time, because you've got loads of subscribers, you must know what you're on about. And I have seen several people who've got much bigger channels than I have, much bigger, subscribers, giving wrong information. Because and a lot of the time that information comes from their opinion. And what I do is I take out away. I do tell you, as you've heard already, whenever I'm going to give an opinion, that pops up on the screen. Because I want you to know I'm not an expert. This is just my opinion. You're dropping a channel trailer on Monday. Okay, so we'll be playing your content definitely on Monday. But if you're dropping it before 10 o'clock, obviously my show goes on at 8 o'clock. So if you're going to be dropping it, please do it before my show goes on, so that at least I'll be able to play it. Because obviously I'll go to your channel and I won't be able to play it if you're going to premiere it or whatever. Yeah, so I think that we need to go to basics, but I also believe that you need to have facts. If you said to me right now, where did you get your facts from, Johnny? I'd say to you, to the YouTube help desk. So if you want to know about, algorithm, exactly. If you want to find out about YouTube, you go to YouTube, right? If you want to find out about law, you go to law books. And you go to law books that are written in 2020. Because if you go to law books written in 2019, they may well have already been amended and you'd be giving wrong information. Now, that's my understanding of how you get information. You find out what is the most relevant, the most appropriate knowledge, appropriate information, and then I put it into a script. I don't know if you can see that. Everything that we talked today has come from me doing. In fact, in some ways it is frustrating because it takes me so long to get it all together. But what I'm saying is that I don't want to give you the wrong information. I certainly don't want to give you information based on my opinion unless you genuinely ask my opinion on something. I would much prefer to say, well, let me get the facts for you and give that to you. Now, I'm not saying to you that everything I say to you is what's being done in the outside world, because it's not. Because according to YouTube, no one sub for subs, no one has multiple channels and, plays, no one has 10 mobile phones and has 10 accounts playing their content, back to back over and over again so they get monetized in 2 months. YouTube doesn't tell you that. The real world is completely different to what you should be doing. I'm just saying that this is what we should be doing, and this is how you are going to grow your channel in the right way. If you want to grow your channel in the wrong way, you can. I can't stop you. And I've lost count of the number of people who have been monetized in the last few months that have 100% grown their channel in the wrong way. I.e., they've sub for subbed, they have done live streams, they've done silent streams, they've gained a bazillion hours, and they've got monetized. I'll be honest with you, if YouTube are not going to challenge them, good luck to them, because I'm not a judge. Who am I to say anything? What I'm saying, though, is that I want you guys to learn the right way. Whilst you're still small, whilst we are still small, if we learn the right way to do things now, when we are big, because guys, let's face it, 6 months from now, I 100% believe that every single person here will have more than 2,000 subscribers. More than. I cannot believe that anyone that is in this stream right now will not be smaller than 2,000 subscribers in 6 months from now. Because if you do your YouTube, you're doing your content creating, you're focusing on doing things right, the algorithm's going to love you, you're going to love the algorithm, you're going to get used to your craft, you're going to get used to your camera, you're going to get used to your editing software, you're going to improve, you're going to get better with your titles, your descriptions, your hashtags. You're going to get better at promoting your channel. All these things are going to happen and you're just going to grow. And with that growth comes the viewership. You will get more viewers checking out your content as you get bigger. Happened to me. As you guys well know, my channel was opened in 2006. So on paper, I am an old boy. I've been on YouTube a long time. But I was a viewer. I watched YouTube. I didn't necessarily content create. I didn't necessarily understand the ins and outs of how to grow a channel. I started in March. So in March, when obviously the whole lockdown started, that was when I started to do YouTube and I started to really focus on getting my channel out there. And yeah, do you know what? I have done well. I've grown quite well. I've really enjoyed what I'm doing, and I enjoy teaching, and I enjoy researching. I want us all to be on the same page, because there's nothing I feel I'll be so frustrated if I hear one of you guys got a copyright strike, or one of you guys ended up, doing something that will end up you losing your channel. Because this is a great community, and this community can only get bigger. I believe that this community is only going to get bigger. We are going to grow. We're going to get bigger. Every single one of you is going to be monetized. Every single person here will be monetized. You are all going to get there. Just when you get there is the question. But if you take your time, you will get there. If you do it nice, methodically, you produce your content week in, week out, you will grow. That is my problem, content. I think I have 4 types of niche and I'm a bit confused. Well, why don't you do 4 videos on each one and test? Do that as a test and see which one gets the most traction for you. See how that goes. You've got 4 different niches that you are good at. Now, don't get me wrong. Why wouldn't you? I mean, if I had 4 different niches, I would do a video. I'd do 4 videos a week of each niche. I'd have 4 different markets. Imagine it. You've got 4 different types of viewers looking into your content. So for me, I come into your content because I love your live stream. So my understanding of your channel is I like your live streaming. That's your niche. For me, your niche is live streaming. The other niches that you have, whether it be cooking, whether it be day in the life vlogs, whether it be creating things, artwork, whatever it is that you do, I favor you and am connected to your channel and loyal to your channel based on your live streaming. Keep that going, definitely, because we love it. And lots of people come into your live stream and enjoy it. Obviously, I don't know what your other niches are, but test it out. You look at your analytics. Which one do you get the most love out of? You know, see it that way. D at Spectral17, greetings to you. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for being here. We have got 9 minutes left, guys. As you well know, I don't do all day live streams. I don't have the energy for it. I need 2 bananas to get to 350. So guys, if you would like to check out Puppet Short Films, obviously I'm not telling you need to go there. I'm just saying to you that if you like what you see there, hang out. You know, guys, find new content. Yeah, you have not seen anything like what Puppet Short Films does because his content is different. He uses puppets. Quite loud. No one does that. Everyone does normal filming, or we use a green screen. He's doing something which is really sort of, he's got a niche all to himself. So if you want to check it out, please do. Guys, be genuine. My bananas, it keeps going up and down. Right, so this, obviously, that's something that I think we could talk about, but I don't know if I could make that into a whole discussion without going into stuff. So if you are going to other people's channels and you're only watching for 30 seconds and you're not doing it the right way, you are unfortunately going to lose that connection. You're going to lose that connection. So do it the right way, guys. Now, as I've already said before, and every time you go to someone's live stream, I can't say everyone, but most live streamers will tell you, watch a video for 3 minutes. I won't tell you that. If you look at what I say in the thing down there, I say to you to watch an entire video to help with the retention rate for that channel. That's how you show love. Now, the way to do that is go to one of their smallest videos. So if they've got a video that's 3 minutes and 50 seconds, watch that video and watch the whole thing. You're not going to lose anything. Then if you like what you see, then if you want to stay there and you want to see more content, then you go through the like process, subscribe to them if you want to. You come back to my channel and you just say in the chat, I've been to your house. You don't say you now need to return to me, because they don't. You don't need to say, all you've got to say is that I've been to your house, or all of the buzzwords that people say. You do that. You don't, obviously we don't have, emojis in here and all those sort of things. We just do it in a nice, friendly way. And yeah, I've got some rules, but each house has its own rules. Yeah, it's the common question I get: losing bananas, how and why, and where to look for. Now, should I go on Monday? Should I talk about that? Should I talk about why we lose bananas? I don't know if I can make it into an interesting talk, but I can talk about it. Actually, yeah. All right, guys, I will talk about that. We'll have a conversation about losing bananas. Okay, I've got to try and make that interesting. Why are you losing bananas? Yes, exactly. 3 minutes won't help. Full watching the video helps us to keep our audience retention. Exactly. If you were to go to a half an hour, so 30-minute video, and you only watch 3 minutes of it, you're killing them. You're literally killing the analytics, because the algorithm will say, oh, wow, they went to that half an hour video and they only watched 3 minutes of it. I'm not going to promote that video. It's rubbish. But if you were to watch a 3-minute video and you watched the whole thing, the algorithm will say, wow, this video is quite popular, let me push it. You're showing love, you're helping another channel. Now that's what I say to you. Now obviously I would love for all of the other YouTubers to do the same, but they don't. They all say the same thing. Watch for 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes, come back, and then all the whole nonsense, just don't say this or don't say that. All I'm saying to you guys is, if you do it correctly, you won't lose your bananas. I always go to people's channels and I literally, this is what I do, and I don't know if you're the same as me. If I go to someone's channel, click on their page, I click on videos, and I start to scroll down, and I look for their smallest video. If I'm on the grind, if I'm grinding, I look for their smallest video. If it's 3 minutes and 50 seconds, I'll just watch that. Whilst I'm doing it, I'm watching the video to try and find something that will relate to the video, because what I don't want is for my comment to go to their spam. I don't want my comment to become invisible, because then all of that hard work, all of the viewing and wasting time will just be wasted. So you look at the video, and as soon as you start saying, oh, I really like your hair tutorial, I love the way in which you were plaiting the hair of the model, or I really like the cooking tutorial, it was excellent, I love the way you made it so easy for me to follow, or I really loved your day in the life conversation, I love seeing how you look after your children. You write something along those lines, it's never going to go to spam, because it's new, fresh content. Don't have a pre-written statement that keeps going to every single video, because eventually all of your comments will go to spam. And I know personally of YouTubers who are currently invisible. They go onto live streams and they're not there. You can't see them, because YouTube have gone, well, we're going to have to punish you for a little bit until you understand the rules. I'm doing correctly in losing bananas, but don't know why my content. Don't know why. My content is funny. Well, don't blow your own trumpet. Let someone else decide if your content's funny. I like your content. I can say that. I think that your content has funny bits to it as well. So yeah, but you can't say that, because then self-praise is no praise. Puppet short films. Anyway, Gref would love to share. Yes, very, very true. Guys, we've got 3 minutes left. I really do hope that you have enjoyed the show. If you, by any chance, have come really late to the stream, please, please, please watch the replay. If you want to know about copyright and you want to know about content ID claims, they're two different things, guys. Do not get them mixed up. If you have loads and loads of copyright strikes, you don't have a YouTube channel, because you can only have 3, but you can have multiple content ID claims against you. But watch the replay, guys. Make sure that you watch the replay. I have got 40 likes in the house. If you could, would you kindly please hit the like button if you have not already? Please, thank you so much. You guys are all amazing. There's lots of... what have I said? Is it funny? Anyway, you guys have all been absolutely amazing. I really do appreciate you. Just do it right, guys. And I know people say do it right, but write in the comment section, make sure you write something that pertains to the video. It will not go to spam. Come back here. I've been to your house. I've left you a gift. I've checked out your channel. I sometimes actually tell them what I've done. I really enjoyed this video. Now that statement tells the person that I've been to your channel. You don't have to come back to me if you don't want to. I honestly will not be annoyed if you don't come back to me, because I can't encourage you to sub for sub. I want to learn more about you, because if I get to your channel and I start commenting on your content, if I start commenting on your content, you may well be intrigued and may say to yourself, let me check me out. Hey, you can do, there's nothing wrong with that. You can check me out if you want. What I'm saying is that I don't want you to think that just because I've been to you, you must come to me. You don't have to. If you don't like my content, or you don't like my channel, or you don't like me, then by all means, no, don't come to me. Because I only want people that genuinely want to be around me, that are going to watch my content. I don't need dead weight. I don't need subscribers. Once you get 1,000, it doesn't matter how many subscribers you got, because you only need 1,000 to tick the box. What you need is 4,000 public watch hours, 240,000 minutes, I think it is. You need to get your videos watched. And if you don't have the viewers because you're loaded with dead weight, you're never going to hit your target. Right, what did I miss? I missed something. I'm not saying this is true, but the people who actually leave a good gift don't lose the love, but the ones who do not leave a gift lose them. Now, obviously, I'm not saying that this is true, but the people who actually leave a good gift don't lose it. Yeah, the thing is, the algorithm will punish you if it thinks that you have suffered something. It will. It does. But, and this was actually brought out in a live stream the other day, and it's just quite sad, but unfortunately, there are people who will unsubscribe from you as soon as you subscribe to them. It happens. We can't blame YouTube completely for that. And I would love to say, oh yeah, it's the algorithm, it's just gone and done a purge and wiped out loads and loads of, you know, don't get me wrong, there is a purge. YouTube does do a purge of people. I've lost views on my videos, I've lost subscribers because those subscribers were not real. They were bots or they were whatever. You know, I don't know. But I've lost them, and YouTube routinely does purges, so your numbers will go up and they will go down. But what I'm saying to you is that depending on who you go to, there are people that just do that. They do. There are people that subscribe and then they unsubscribe. One person I heard said that 4 times they got someone wanting them to connect. 4 times, because they basically subscribed, then they've unsubscribed, then they forgot, then they subscribed to them, then they unsubscribed and they forgot, then 10 o'clock and my OBS shut right down. Oh guys, I must apologize for that. I've lost the signal because my internet is really pants right now. So guys, if you are here or if you're still around, I can only apologize. My internet just shut right down, and yeah, it is 10 o'clock and I do believe that it is now time for me to shut this down. You have been an absolutely amazing crowd. We are going to be talking about why you lose bananas for the show on Monday. I can only apologize, guys, for the loss of connection, but yeah, I lost you guys. I don't know if you were there or not, but anyway, guys, thank you so much for being here. I think that my internet is on its way down. I think it's going. So, guys, thank you so much for being here today. I really do hope that this show has helped you on your YouTube journey. You know I want you to get your master's degree. Please, please, please make sure you hang out with me again on Monday at 8 p.m. GMT, where we are going to have another subject about losing bananas. So, guys, as always, take care, be safe, and I will see you on the other side.